Welcome to a Legendarium special about the Emerald Tablet, which might be the world's first alchemical text. There are thousands of texts that have survived from the ancient world, etched onto copper, inscribed on papyrus, chipped into tablets, and even written using the ink of ground stones. From the 15th to the 17th centuries, most European rulers dabbled in alchemy and magic, often inspired by these ancient texts. Their contemporaries, however, did not see this as a diversion from rulership. Indeed, late medieval and early modern people saw realms of magic and hidden truth as holding the solution to how the world might be brought into harmony with God's cosmic order. The content of the occult world, as imagined by early modern Europeans, is best understood through a brief text called the Emerald Tablet. It is supposedly written by the ancient Greek magician Hermes Trismegistus, whose name translates as Hermes the 3 times Great. In fact, a Southwest Asian scholar likely first wrote the Emerald Tablet in the Syriac language during the 8th century. The scholar is known either as Pseudo-Apollonius or Belinus, and in the Emerald Tablet he claims to have witnessed an earthquake that caused a landslide, which in turn revealed a cave. While exploring it, he discovered the tomb of Hermes Trismegistus, which included a statue holding an emerald tablet. After translating the writing upon it, Belinus claimed this tablet dated back to the earliest days of creation. Surprisingly, the text itself is relatively short, little more than 14 verses, and the text itself is written in a way that is hard to understand unless you are immersed in late Roman Empire alchemy. Yet it claimed to offer the means to create the philosopher's stone, first imagined by Zosimos of Panopolis in the 4th century, which supposedly made all things perfect. Treating lead with a stone would turn it into gold. Even better, treating men or women with the stone would make them forever youthful and healthy. Small wonder that a great many people became interested in the Emerald Tablet. Europeans first encountered the Emerald Tablet during the Crusades. In time, copies found their way into the Kingdom of Sicily, a hotbed of medieval scholarship. There it would be translated from Arabic into Greek and then Latin by Hugo von Santalla. Next, it circulated throughout Europe, and medieval scholars like Albertus Magnus and Roger Bacon studied the text in their pursuit of knowledge and the philosopher's stone. However, a couple of centuries would pass before the Emerald Tablet really had an impact. During the 1460s, a bundle of 14 letters written in Greek arrived in Italy from Istanbul. They claimed to have been written by Hermes Trismegistus as well. They taught that a divine energy called prime matter animated all things on heaven and earth. The authors even provided a genealogy for prime matter. Its father is the sun, its mother is the moon, the wind carries it within its belly, and its nurse is the earth. Understanding prime matter required much hard work and dedication, yet opened the door to everlasting glory. This teaching had a profound impact on the Holy Roman Emperor Maximilian II and his successor Rudolph II. Both men avoided the religious wars between Catholics and Protestants in the hope of restoring one universal faith, as imagined by the Emerald Tablet. The Emerald Tablet also had an impact on early modern scholars as well, including John Dee, Isaac Newton, and Aleister Crowley. European scholars unquestioningly believed Hermes to be a real person who lived during the time of Moses. Others put him even further back, believing that he lived before the biblical flood. And a host of legends claimed Hermes to be the third son of Adam and Eve, that he took his knowledge from Atlantis and once hid the tablet in the Ark of the Covenant. However, during the 1700s, alchemy completed its long transformation into modern experimental science. That meant fewer and fewer scholars sought the philosopher's stone, which meant the emerald tablet faded into obscurity. Yet though alchemy is no longer practiced on a large scale, people remain fascinated by it, and perhaps that is the real miracle of the emerald tablet. That wraps things up for this episode of the Legendarium. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, press like. If you want to see more, press subscribe. And if you've got anything to say, let me know in the comments section. Thanks again for joining me, and I hope that you have a great rest of the day.